Hello everyone, showing romantic movies that can be enjoyed all time, from Julia Roberts, so don't forget to subscribe for other interesting movie information, and let's go. Pretty Woman is a 1990 American romantic comedy film directed by Gary Marshall, from a screenplay by J.F. Lawton. The film stars Richard Gere and Julia Roberts, and features Hector Elizondo, Ralph Bellamy in his final performance, Laura San Giacomo, and Jason Alexander in supporting roles. The film's story centers on her luck Hollywood prostitute Vivian Ward and wealthy businessman Edward Lewis. Vivian is hired to be Edward's escort for several business and social functions, and their relationship develops over the course of her week-long stay with him. The film's title Pretty Woman is based on the 1964 song, Oh, Pretty Woman, by Roy Orbison, release date March 23, 1990. It is the first film on-screen collaboration between Gere and Roberts. Their second film, Runaway Bride, was released in 1999. My Best Friend's Wedding is a 1997 American romantic comedy film directed by P.J. Hogan from a screenplay by Ronald Bass. The film stars Julia Roberts, Dermot Mulroney, Cameron Diaz, and Rupert Everett. 3 weeks before her 28th birthday, New York City food critic Julianne Jules Potter receives a call from her lifelong friend Michael O'Neill, a Chicago sports writer. Years earlier, the two agreed that if they were both unmarried by age 28, they would marry each other. Michael tells her that in 4 days, he will marry beautiful Kimmy Wallace, a college student 8 years his junior whose father owns the Chicago White Sox. Realizing that Michael is the love of her life, Jules resolves to sabotage his wedding. The film release date June 20, 1997. Stepmom is a 1998 American drama film directed by Chris Columbus and produced by Wendy Finerman, Mark Radcliffe, and Michael Barnathan. The screenplay, written by Gigi Levinghi, Jesse Nelson, Stephen Rogers, Karen Lee Hopkins, and Ronald Bass, is from a story by Levangium that is virtually identical to the 1995 TV movie The Other Woman, written by Nancy Silvers. The film stars Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon, and Ed Harris, and follows a terminally ill woman dealing with her ex-husband's new lover, who will be their children's stepmother. Stepmom was theatrically released in the United States on December 25, 1998, by Sony Pictures Releasing. Despite receiving mixed reviews from critics, the film was a box office success, grossing $159.7 million worldwide against a budget of $50 million. Notting Hill is a 1999 romantic comedy film directed by Roger Michell. The screenplay was written by Richard Curtis, and the film was produced by Duncan Kenworthy. The film stars Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant with Rhys Ifans, Emma Chambers, Tim McInerney, Gina McKee, and Hugh Bonneville in supporting roles. The story is of a romance between a London bookseller, Grant, and a famous American actress, Roberts, who happens to walk into his shop. Released on the 21st of May 1999, Notting Hill was well received by critics and became the highest-grossing British film of all time. Runaway Bride is a 1999 American screwball romantic comedy film directed by Gary Marshall and starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. The screenplay, written by Sarah Perriott and Josan McGibbon, is about a reporter, Gere, that is assigned to write a story about a woman, Roberts, who has left a string of fiancés at the altar. The film release date, July 30, 1999. It is the second film to co-star Gere and Roberts, following Pretty Woman, 1990. It received generally negative reviews from critics, but was a commercial success, grossing $309 million worldwide. Ocean's 11 is a 2001 American heist comedy film directed by Steven Soderbergh and written by Ted Griffin. The first installment of the Ocean's franchise, it is a remake of the 1960 Rat Pack film of the same name. Ocean's 11 features an ensemble cast, including George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Don Cheadle, Andy Garcia, Bernie Mac, and Julia Roberts. The story follows friends Danny Ocean, Clooney, and Rusty Ryan, Pitt, who plan a heist of $160 million from casino owner Terry Benedict, Garcia, the lover of Ocean's ex-wife Tess Roberts. Upon release, December 7, 2001, the film was a success at the box office and with critics, it was the fifth highest-grossing film of 2001, with a worldwide gross of $450 million. Mona Lisa Smile, is a 2003 American drama film produced by Revolution Studios and Columbia Pictures in association with Red Ohm Films Productions, directed by Mike Newell, written by Lawrence Connor and Mark Rosenthal, and starring Julia Roberts, Kirsten Dunst, Julia Stiles, and Maggie Gyllenhaal. The title is a reference to the Mona Lisa, the famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci, and to the song of the same name, originally performed by Nat King Cole, which was covered by Seal for the movie. Julia Roberts received a record $25 million for her performance, the highest ever earned by an actress at that time. Ocean's 12 is a 2004 American heist comedy film directed by Steven Soderbergh. The second installment of the Ocean's franchise and the sequel to Ocean's 11, 2001, the film stars an ensemble cast consisting of George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Andy Garcia, Julia Roberts, Don Cheadle, and Bernie Mac. The film was released in the United States on December 10, 2004, and received generally mixed reviews from critics. It was a financial success, grossing $362 million and becoming the 10th highest grossing film of 2004. It is followed by Ocean's 13 Wonder, is a 2017 American coming-of-age drama film directed by Stephen Chbosky and written by Jack Thorne, Stephen Conrad, and Chbosky. It is based on the 2012 novel of the same name by R.J. Palacio and stars Julia Roberts, Owen Wilson, Jacob Tremblay, Noah Jupe, Isabella Vidovic, and Daveed Diggs. The film, which follows a boy with Treacher Collins syndrome trying to fit in, was released in the United States on November 17, 2017, by Lionsgate. It received positive reviews from critics and audiences, with many praising Tremblay and Roberts' performances, Chbosky's direction, writing, musical score and faithfulness to Palacio's novel. The film grossed $306 million worldwide on a $20 million budget. At the 90th Academy Awards, the film was nominated for Best Makeup and Hairstyling.